Hanno, a Roman refugee, lives in Numidia with his wife Arishot. One day, a Roman legion attacks the city. Their leader prepares them to fight and also motivates Hanno. Hanno and Arishot exchange their ring and kiss before preparing for war. They both go to their post, Arishot on archer duty and Hanno on the ground motivating soldiers. Roman ships under General Acacius start to come to the shore heartily. Numstridians start to throw fire boulders toward Roman ships. Roman soldiers also launch the boulders and arrows toward enemies. Hanno is commanding his soldiers. Roman ships come to shore. Acacius, with the help of the tower, enters the enemy territory and starts to fight fiercely. Amidst the war, Hanno sees his wife hit by an arrow by Acacius' order and falls into the water. Before he can do anything, he gets hit by an enemy and falls into the water. Under the water, he has a vision of his wife taken by death. He wakes up and goes toward his wife, but she is dead. Roman soldiers come and take him as a prisoner. Numidia is defeated. General Acacius claimed the city for the glory of Rome, and they burned the dead bodies. Hanno and other captured soldiers are branded and taken to a ship. On the ship, Hanno talks to their leader, who is injured. Hanno helps him and tells him not to lose hope, but the leader says he feels his time has come. Hanno looks out at the sea and remembers his childhood when he was running away from the Roman soldiers. The ship comes to a place named Abtium, where the prisoners are tested for gladiator matches. Gladiator dealer Macrinus has come to see the new fighter. To test them, they unleash wild baboons against them. The baboons kill their leader, but Hanno fights savagely and kills the baboon which killed his leader. Macrinus likes Hanno, so he wants to test him again. But Hanno won't talk to him, so he orders his soldier to fight with him. Hanno fights bravely. Seeing this, Macrinus brings him into his chamber and says that he likes his rage, and they can help each other. He asks what will satisfy this rage. Hanno replies that he wants to fight with General Acacius. Macrinus says he will arrange that, but he needs to listen to him. General Acacius has come to Rome. He gets a grand welcome. Two brothers, Emperor Gerta and Caracalla, welcome him and say that they have arranged a gladiator game for his honor. But Acacius is not interested. He only asks for a vacation with his wife, but Emperor Gente rejects the offer and starts plotting future wars, like conquering Persia and India. General Acacius meets his wife, Lucilla, the late Emperor Marcus Aurelius's daughter and Maximus's lover. Acacius says he is unhappy with wars and the current situation in Rome. They need to overthrow the tyrannical emperor brothers. Senator Thrax throws a party for the emperors. When Macrinus came with his gladiators, they bet on their fighters. Thrax arranges a gladiator fight and brings his gladiator. Macrinus brings Hanno as his gladiator. The fight starts and Hanno defeats and kills the opponent. Gerta tries to talk to Hanno. He recites a Roman poem. Hanno stays silent. Seeing the tense situation, Macrinus says he doesn't understand their language, when suddenly Hanno recites a Roman poem. Emperor impressed says they hope to see him at the Colosseum. Lucilla is in a secret meeting with the senator and Acacius. They are planning to overthrow the emperor and give power to the Senate. The loyal soldiers of Acacius will attack the capital and overthrow the brothers and senators promised to support them. Gladiators are brought to Rome, where Macrinus again arranges a bet with Thrax for an upcoming gladiator fight. In the Colosseum, people gather for the match. Emperors Girete and Caracalla wave at the crowd. Acacius and Lucilla are also present. Acacius asks Acacius to address the crowd. He does so. Hanno and other gladiators come to the ground. They have to fight with a man who is riding a rhino. Hanno smells the ground, which Maximus did before the fight. Lucilla is having deja vu, and when she hears what from Caracalla about the poem that Hanno recites, she understands that it is his and Maximus's son, Lucius, who she sent away when Maximus died, fearing for his life as he was the next on the throne. The fight starts. Hanno, with great strategy, first kills the rhino, but the man who riding the rhino comes out and attacks Hanno. He defeats him and looks to the emperor for instructions. Emperor Getty listens to Lucilla and shows a thumbs up for mercy, but Lucius refuses to accept mercy from the emperor and resumes fighting. This time he kills the enemy. Lucilla arranges a meeting with Macrinus to find out where he found his gladiator. He tells him they are just defeated soldiers. He understands something and asks one of the informants about the history of Lucilla, who told him that she had a son but was sent away when Maximus died, and the child may be Maximus, as they had an affair. At night, Lucilla goes to meet with Lucius, but he is angry with his mother, tells him to get out. Lucilla goes out to tell Acacius and tells him everything and pleads to hurry with his mission. A new gladiator fight has been arranged to copy a famous naval battle. The Colosseum is filled with water, and with ships the fights start. Lucius is leading his team, and they are able to ramp the enemy fleet and start hand-to-hand combat. Among the chaos, Lucius aims for Acacius but misses by an impact. The arrow hit in between the emperor. They are moved to a safe place. Lucius and his soldier get a hero's welcome, but their wardmaster is angry and curses them. Macrinus visits Senator Thrax and asks him for his money. which he won by betting with Thrax. But he says he can forgive him if he tells him the truth about what Lucilla is plotting. Thrax, cornered, tells him that Acacius will try to free the gladiator. At night, Acacius with his loyal soldiers goes out, but they are ambushed by the Emperor's soldiers. Lucilla was also arrested by the soldier. They are brought in front of the emperors. The emperors thanked Thrax and Macrinus for their service and promoted Macrinus. Emperor Caracalla wants to kill him, but Macrinus says that his death should be public. He arranges a fight between Lucius and Acacius. In the morning, Ravi, a former gladiator, treating Lucius and talking. Lucius asks him about Maximus. He shows him Maximus's armor and sword. Ravi says Maximus will be a forever legend, but his ideas of Rome have vanished. The next day at the Colosseum, the fight starts. Lucilla is bound and forced to witness this. Lucius is determined to kill him and attack him ferociously, but Acacius says he knows who he is and he will not fight with him, and surrenders. Emperor Gelasius gives a thumbs down to kill Acacius, but Lucius refuses to follow and throws his weapon. But Gelasius orders his soldier to kill, and the archer kills Acacius. Lucius asks the crowd is this how Rome treats his heroes? The crowd, now angry with Emperor, cheered for Lucius. Lucius is taken inside by the soldiers. The emperors and others also leave the castle for their security. Macrinus visits Lucius and wonders why he did not kill. Lucius says he is a gladiator, not a slave. Macrinus shares his idea about Rome, saying, Rome only follows the powerful, and he will rule. Lucius doesn't agree and says he will never be his instrument. Now Macrinus meets with employers who are tensed with growing rebellion. Caracalla, who is a little mentally ill, bursts out his brother. Gerata sends him away, and Macrinus follows him. He says to Caracalla that his brother may kill him and give to the rebel crowd to calm them down. He adds, they may kill his monkey, who Caracalla loves very much. He confronts his brother and strikes him. Gerata tries to calm him down, but Macrinus holds him and kills Gerata. Now Caracalla holds a Senate meeting where he appoints two advisors, one, his monkey, and the other, Macrinus. Now Macrinus addresses the Senate and shows them the head of Emperor Getailet to strike fear. He addresses the crowd and tells them together they can restore order, but he needs total power. The crowd of the Senate hails him. Lucilla meets with his son. He gives him the ring of Maximus to him. They embrace each other. Lucius promises he will protect her. After grabbing power, Macrinus visits Lucilla and tells him that he will control the empire now, but she and Lucius need to die, as they are the heirs of the throne. He shows him the slave brand in his body he used to own by his father, but now he controls an empire, and with their death, Rome will fall. At night, Lucius calls Ravi and gives him Maximus' ring and says he needs to go to Acacius's legion and ask them for military aid. He also asks for the keys. Ravi does so. In the morning, the wardmaster comes and gives Lucius a wooden sword for a fight. Lucius attacks him, and all the gladiators get out and attack the guard. Lucius kills the wardmaster with the wooden sword. Now with his father's armor and sword, he rallies the gladiators to fight. Lucilla is bound by a chariot brought into the Colosseum. Lucius enters the Colosseum with the rest of the gladiators. A fight starts between the soldiers and gladiators. Macrinus orders the general to quell them by cavalry. Now the crowd is also angry and starts protesting. General then informs that Acacius' legion is in front of the gates of Rome. He orders them to take his military and fight them. He will join them shortly. Now the crowd attacks the soldiers, and the whole place becomes chaotic. Seeing the opportunity, Macrinus kill Emperor Caracalla. Lucius, fighting, comes to his mother as he is about to free her. Macrinus shoot him with an arrow, killing her. Now Marcius takes a horse and gets out to confront the enemy. Lucius follows him. They meet between the two armies, while both army leaders order their soldiers to stand down. Both of them confront each other. Macrinus throws him into the water and starts to hit him, but Lucius rises again and kills Macrinus. Lucius now addresses both sides of the soldiers. He tells the dream of Rome which Marcus Aurelius and Maximus dreamt. Both armies support him and unite under him. In the end, Lucius embraces the soil of the Colosseum. So this was the recap of the movie Gladiator II 2024. For more videos like this, subscribe. If you like this, you may also like this.